Konnichiwa. Hi everyone, and welcome to the highlights of the World Ski Orienteering Championships 2026 in Rusutsu, Hokkaido. Today is the middle event, and the day before it was snowing, heavy snow, 25 centimeters about, and the temperature today is about 1 degree. And here we are at the warming up area, and the teams are doing the last minute waxing and testing. As you can see, it was really quite tricky what kind of wax combination to be used today. The snow condition changed, so it was indeed very difficult to choose the best wax. And here the teams are also doing last minute ski testing, which ski is the best for today's middle distance event. And here is the course. So for the man, it's the 9.7 kilometer climb, 500 meter and 21 control. And for the women, we have 8.5 kilometer course, 400 meter up and 16 controls. And here is the course, the middle course of today, the man course. So it's 9.7 kilometer and it's a very, very hilly terrain. Similar, actually, it's part like the parachute event on Tuesday. And yeah, we have some route choice from control number 1 to control number 2. Either straight there over the nose down to the river area, or on the right hand side there is a wider track, looks fast, and but you will see later on the result. Yes, then we have a lot of controls there in the wet marsh area. Some more long legs to control number 14 and from 16 to 17. And then the very decisive third last leg, the long leg from 18 to 19. A route choice and the last climb up there to control number 19. It's an 80-meter climb at the very end when the athletes are very tired. And then heading to the golf course, 2 more controls, and then to the finish area. Then the women's course, pretty similar concept. Also, the leg 1 to 2 is actually exactly the same like for the men. And also the last decisive leg from control 13 to 14. Also here, also for the women course, 80-meter up there at the very end, up the hill. A very tough finish of the middle event. And here we are at the start area. It's Takumi Ishihara from Japan, top start for the man. He is 31 years old and actually originally from Hokkaido. It's his home area here. He started ski orienteering at the age of 21 at the university and is World Cup this year 57th place. And he did the first overseas experience last year in the World Cup 2025 in Norway, Finland and Sweden. Andres Room from Estonia also just started. He is 27 and he was 53 place in the World Cup for this year, and the best result so far is last year 2024, the 7th place at the Estonian Sprint Championships. Henrik Asklö from Finland also just started. Yeah, he's 26 years old and in the World Cup this year he is place 61. Joshua Yeaton from USA also just started. 37 years old, and it's actually the first time World Cup participant this year. Miki Aramachi from Japan. Also, she's the top start for the women's middle. She's 26 years young, also from Hokkaido. And Emilia Kamosevikyute from Lithuania also just started. She's 23 years old and actually 13th in the sprint in the World University Championships last year. She's in the World Cup this year, 37th place. And we have Annette Strauta from Latvia, also just started. She's 21-year-old and in this year's third place in the Estonia Championships in the middle. In the World Cup, she's in the 36th place this year. Miska Tervala from Finland also just started. He's 29 years old and 26th place in the middle event. And in the World Cup this year, he's in the 31st place. And we can see two athletes coming from the first control on the way to the second control. It's Krzysztof Prusa from Czechia and Johanna Naskari from Finland. They are now heading to the long leg second control. Now we are on the way to the second control. It's Jan Lauenstein from Switzerland. Now just punching the control number 2 after the long leg. And you also can see Rasmus Wickborn from Sweden there. Actually started 2 minutes behind Jan Lauenstein. Anna Ulvensson from Norway, also on the way to the control 2 after the long leg. And you can see it's quite heavy snow, it's a little bit wet snow. It's very tough to ski on the tracks. Stanimir Belomasev from Bulgaria, also heading now to the control number 2. Yeah, very tough here in the wet marshland. And we have Timo Kudre from Estonia. He is now at the control number 6. Also together with Taichi Saga from Japan. Here at the control number 6, we have for the men a map flip. And now they change the map at the map holder and now heading to the control number 7. And we have Radek Benas from Czechia, also now punching control number 6 and map flip change. And Jan Andri Müller from Switzerland, also at the control number 6. And we have here Emilia Tamosevikyute from Lithuania, also control number 6. Also for the women, it's actually the same control number 6. And we have Piri Rissanen from Finland, also passing the same control number 6. And Frida Sandberg from Sweden, she's also passing the control number 6. Today she was in 16th place in the middle event. And we have Sunne Strand from Norway, also passing here the control number 6. Today her result in the middle event was 10th place. And Nicola Müller from Switzerland, he was 4th place today in the middle. And we have Anetska Lavakova from Czechia. on the way to control number 3. And we have Vegard Gulbrandsen from Norway. He is at the control number 17 for the men. And Korsim Boss. And Birgit Dorothea Kleppa-Madslien from Norway. And we have Eliane Deininger from Switzerland and Nina Karna from Finland. Both two together in the middle of the middle event till the last finish. Antonia Grigorova from Bulgaria. She is here at the control number 12 from the women. Sturk Kamsvag from Norway. He is at the control number 17 for the men. He was in 8th place today. And here we are after the long climb here on the way to the second last control. So it is Kenichiro Terashima from Japan. So you can see now he's doing a shortcut. And here you can see how big snow it was since yesterday. And it's very tough. It's a wet snow condition. He's now on the way to this last control and he is in the finish area. Now top goal, and he is in 36th place of today's middle event. And we have some pictures from the drone, from the air. That's the long climb up to the third last control. 80 meters of climb, and you can see it's at the very end of the middle event. Athletes are exhausted, and it's the wet snow which makes them feeling additional pain. So it's Anne-Sophie Krok. She was in 17th place. And we have here Piri Rissanen from the second last control. He's now heading in the finish area on the way to the last control. And here in the finish, and he is in the second place. Piri Rissanen from Finland. And another impression from this big climb here to the third last control. So it's Korsim Boss from Switzerland. Yeah, he has some other technique here, how to master the climb up to the hill. Yeah. It's Idun Strand from Norway. And it's Jan Launstein with a special acrobatics, just punching the third last control. And the last few meters up the hill to the second last control. And we have here Hedda Virtanen from Finland and Rasmus Wikborn from Sweden. Just punching the second last control. And now heading into the finish area and the last control. And we have Tuomas Autinen from Finland, also now after the second control, now in the finish area, heading to the last control. And Andrei Lamov here at the third last control. The last bit, the climb up the hill in the wet snow condition. And we have Aapo Vipola from Finland and Birgit Dorothea Kleppa-Madslien from Norway. They're fighting the last meters up. And we have Stanimir Belo-Masev from Bulgaria, also fighting against the last meters up the hill here. He was 5th place in today's middle event. And we have Niklas Ekström here in the third last control. Just punching. And you can see he has quite a fast ski. finish, they have actually, they had a very good choice of a ski wax and ski today. We could see that from the result. And it's Andrei Lamov here, just punched the second last control on the way to the finish area. He's 40 years old, and he was already here in Rusutsu, Hokkaido, at the World Ski Orienteering Championships 17 years ago. And what he said is it's his last World Cup this year in 2026. He's in the third place, Andrei Lamov.
It was really tough. It was very slow gliding today, like very difficult conditions to ski. So it didn't go easy for anyone, I guess. It was much up and down also, and this killer uphill on to the next control for the last one.
Okay.
So you getting very tired, and
yeah,
just one thought in the head to continue pushing hard and to make it right to the finish, not to lose here in the end on the easy part.
And here we have in the finish Stanimir Belomasev from Bulgaria. He is fifth in today's middle event. And here Niklas Ekström. He's the champion of today's middle event.
It was the toughest race of my life. It was so slow snow today, and in the beginning I already lost all hope because the skis were so slow, but then body started to feel better minute by minute, and then I had to just fight mentally to keep going, but yeah, it paid off. This was so big surprise because I felt so bad during the whole race. I almost I did not believe in myself at all.
And we have Eliane Deininger from Switzerland and Nina Karna from Finland here at the third last control, also fighting the last meters up to the second last control. These two have been together since the middle of the middle event race, and now at the second last control, Nina Karna from Finland, a little bit ahead of Eliane Deininger from Switzerland. And now they are heading to the finish area, to the last control, just now on the way to the last control. And here in the finish, so we have Nina Karna from Finland in the finish, 6th place. Eliane Deininger from Switzerland, 2nd place.
Well, I can't remember I did something so physically tough. It was very slow conditions and very tough for the muscles. It was up and down, and it was very tough, but I'm happy with my technical performance. It was a very nice race. Thanks to all the organizers.
And we have Guillaume Schneider from Switzerland here after the second last control on the way to the finish area, and Miki Aramichi from Japan also now heading to the finish area, and Amanda Ilifutka also now in the finish area heading to the last control. Guillaume Schneider from Switzerland just finished. He's in the 19th place, and Amanda Ilifutka here in the last meters to the finish. She is actually the champion here in the women's. And Miki Aramichi from Japan also just finished. Oops, that's a downhill from Delia Gietzendanner from Switzerland, and Jürgen Backrit from Norway also passed third last control, and you can see it's very tough here uphill the last meters. And as I mentioned, the Norway athletes didn't have the best ski luck today. And it's Anna Magdalena Olsson from Sweden punching the second last control on the way to the finishing area. Here to the last control, And here she's in the finish, and she is in second place. Anna Magdalena Olsson from Sweden.
Very good until the last long leg I took. I lost. I don't know how much, maybe 2 minutes.
How do you feel now?
Frustrated because I think I had a really good race going on.
Okay, now we would like to introduce the long leg 1 to 2 in the women's course. You can see there's one route here through the golf course and then on the ridge there down to the river. Or on the right hand side there is the wide track and then a smaller track down the hill there on the right hand side ridge. And most of the athletes choose the middle, the straight route, as you can see. Only here, an athlete here, it's Ulla Turesson from Sweden. She's choosing right route down now on the path, on the track. The middle, the straight route is a little bit faster, as you can see. It's about 30 seconds faster. Okay, and the next leg is 8 to 9, which is quite interesting. So it's Anna Magdalena Olsson from Sweden in the lead, then Eliane Deininger from Switzerland in the second place, and Amandalia Futka in the third place, heading to the control number 9. And here, yeah, a little mistake there, or a little bit uncertainty by Eliane Deininger from Switzerland. You can see Anna Magdalena Olsson has there quite a gap. She's ahead there. And in second place, it's now Amandalia Futka, and Eliane Deininger from Switzerland is in the third place. And the next leg is 13 to 14. It's the last route choice. And at the control number 13 is Anna Magdalena Olsson from Sweden punching first. And she's choosing the route on the south. Yeah. Whereas Amandalia Futka and Eliane Deininger, they go all the way the north route. All other athletes, actually. It's only Anna Magdalena Olsson choosing the south route. And she's going up there the hill, then the wider track. Yeah, probably she tried to avoid this big hill there and the third last control. But you can see the route north where now Amanda Ilifutka and Eliane Deininger is climbing up the hill is a little bit faster. They are now punching the third last control, and Anna Magdalena Olsson is on the golf course there on the south part, also heading to the third last control, but actually her route is 1 minute 48 seconds slower. So here she lost actually the chance to be the champion for the middle event. And for the men's middle, the leg 1 to 2, the long leg, the route choice, almost all athletes choose the same like for the women. In the middle, the straight route over the hill route. Only on the right hand side here you can see Jürgen Backlit. He chose the right hand side route. So Jürgen Backlit lost about 2 minutes and 16 seconds on this leg 1 to 2. And the last leg here with a route choice is 18 to 19's control. It's quite a pack there if we look at the actual time simulation. But most of athletes, they all choose the north route here, passing control number 7 and control number 4 before heading there the 80-meter long up to the third last control. And it's now Niklas Ekström from Finland leading there, and Piri Rissanen in the second place, and Andrei Lamov in the third place. And here is the result from the men. So Niklas Ekström, the champion, Piri Rissanen, second place, Andrei Lamov, third place. And the women result list, winner champion Amanda Ili-Futka from Finland. On the second place, we have Tuus Eliane Deininger from Switzerland and Anna Magdalena Olsson from Sweden.
Representing Sweden, Anna Magdalena Olsson. And also in the second place, representing Switzerland, Eliane Deininger. And the champion, representing Finland, Amanda Ili-Futka. And the mascot, it is a bear eating a salmon fish on the river. It's original made in Hokkaido. And there is also a little orienteering icon. Third place, representing Sweden, Andre Lamo. Second place, representing Finland, Piri Rissanen. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner representing Finland, Niklas Ekström. That looks good. Yeah, the ski is important, yes. Good positions. I think now it's perfect picture time.
And that's it from the World Ski Orienteering Championships 2026, the middle event, the highlights. We hope you enjoyed and thank you very much for watching.